There's a lot of intrigue surrounding the release of the Epstein files, Martin Luther King files, John F. Kennedy files. Some current and former FBI agents are saying, some of them telling me, that they feel the FBI establishment came out ahead in the standoff sort of with the New York FBI field office over releasing the records and your Attorney General Pam Bondi demanding them but not getting all that she wanted. Is that process still on track? I think that's one of the most often questions I've been asked the last couple of days, to release these records on Epstein, MLK, and JFK.
Well, Pam Bondi's done a phenomenal job in every respect. And there could have been some holdback. I haven't heard too much about it, but they could. But the bottom line is the records are getting out. The Kennedy records are getting out. Those are the ones they really wanted to see the most, were the Kennedys. And during my administration, as you know, I released a lot of them, but then a lot of people started coming in, people that I respected, people that worked for the administration, asked me not to release the rest. And I respected that. They gave me certain reasons, but I respected that. And I did say, I must tell you, I said that probably wish I did release the whole thing, because I have no idea what's in there. But since then they found, and we found, 2,000 more documents on Kennedy. And the one they want most is Kennedy, and it's going to be released. It's moving along, and it's moving along pretty rapidly. It doesn't go that rapidly.
Weeks maybe, or longer?
I say weeks, yeah, I say weeks.
Well, let me switch gears and go to the media next. It's understandable that you would hold the media accountable for its mistakes, and I would argue that nobody has suffered that more than you have in the course of
Well, you suffered it a little bit, in all fairness.
Yeah, absolutely, but not as much as you.
I know all about your wonderful career, but you suffered it.
But as a supporter of a robust free press, do you worry sometimes that the settlements you're getting against big press organizations and so on might have a reverse effect and chill the press and make people think that you're doing something to crack down on a free press?
Well, they really lied about me. I mean, in so many ways. You know that, and you understand that, and you've had it yourself to a large extent. I mean, you know, larger than most. But they were very dishonest. That's why I came up with the name fake news. They're fake news. And you're right, I've had some good luck suing these people, and I have some others in there that are, and I'm doing that for the people of this country. We need a free press, a fair press. I said we need borders, we need a fair press, we need to stop crime, and elections have to be perfect, and they're not perfect, they're a disaster.
I tracked media mistakes when you first came into office the first time, and there were too many really to count, but I tracked them as best as I could. I'm looking at them this time, and I'm not seeing as many when we're talking about false reporting and fake information. Not that some of that isn't out there, but I don't see it to the same extent I did in the 2016 time period. Do you think the media is treating you better now?
No, I think that I've become more experienced in handling the media. I think the media respects me more. You know, I've done this twice. You know, when I first came in, don't forget, I had never done it. I won this incredible election, and I relied on people for recommendations, and now I know everybody in Washington that you'd want to know. And we have a great staff, and I had a great staff before, too. Look, I rebuilt the military and all of the things we did, the great things that we did. The taxes were the biggest tax cut in history. All the things we did, and I had a lot of great people, but I had some that I wouldn't have put in retrospect. I think now we have unbelievable people. But no, the media has, I find it to be that it hasn't changed. What has changed is, I think, Facebook and Google, and a lot of them have become, I think a guy like Bezos is, I've gotten to know him, and I think he's trying to do a real job. Jeff Bezos is trying to do a real job with the Washington Post. And that wasn't happening before. My first time, I had Google against me, I had Facebook against me, I had Instagram, I had everybody against me. The whole world was against me. 97% of it was just like horrible. And it was really crooked. It was really dishonest. And I think I fought them well. And now I'm actually winning awards for the fact that, you know, a lot of that stuff is coming due now. It takes a long time through the court system. We have CBS as an example. They totally changed the answers of Kamala Harris.
The work that we do diplomatically.
They took other answers and put them into a slot. They'd ask her a question. She gave a horrible answer. They took it just before the election, one day before the election. they took the answer and they put an entirely different answer into the slot. Nobody's ever seen anything like it.
One quick follow-up. There's some people are saying to the extent CBS 60 Minutes was considering some kind of settlement with you, that was almost like a blackmail thing, or that they were doing that because they were afraid now that you're president that there are certain things you could do that would hurt the corporation. What are your thoughts about that?
I don't think so. I mean, look, they were wrong. Hey, they took an answer from another part of an interview that was much later.
They said it was from the same question, but yeah.
They didn't say that. They even, I'll tell you what, they advertised, the way they got caught was they advertised a little piece of that answer, and then when it was shown on television, that piece wasn't there anymore. So we said, well, wait a minute, what happened to the answer was so bad, so incompetent, that she would have lost the election just based on that. It was such a horrible answer. And they took another answer from another part and, down deep in the interview, and they put it into that, they slotted it in. I never even heard of that before. Nobody did. And they admit that they're guilty. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I think they have problems.
A lot of what you want to do, of course, the big things, it's already meeting up with legal challenges and protests and opposition. And a good deal of it would require Congress's help to codify it and kind of get around that.
Yeah, well, we're trying to do that. We're doing executive orders at the fastest rate that anyone's ever seen. We had our cabinet, as you know, approved at the fastest level. John Thune has done a great job. Mike Johnson has done a great job. The leaders and the speaker, they've been fantastic. We have done, really, we're going at a breakneck speed, and I think everyone's saying they've never seen anything like it. Now you're comparing it to people that honestly should have never been there, should have never, ever been there. What they've done to our country is not even describable, but we're doing a good job.